Let me ask you something, how many times have you started something and then given up halfway? Maybe it was going to the gym, maybe it was studying for an exam, or maybe it was working on a dream project. You were excited at first, but then you lost motivation, life got busy, and you quit. And then you felt guilty, right? You told yourself, maybe I'm not disciplined enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. But let me tell you this, you are not the problem. Your system is the problem. And today, I'm going to give you the truth about consistency, the kind of truth that will not only inspire you, but give you the practical steps to stick with your goals, no matter what. Because your future depends on what you do daily, not what you do occasionally. Do you know the story of Colonel Sanders, the man behind KFC? He was rejected over 1,000 times before someone finally believed in his recipe. Imagine that being told no over 1,000 times. Most of us can't even handle 10 rejections. But Colonel Sanders stayed consistent with his belief. He didn't give up. And today, his face is recognized all over the world. This shows us one thing: consistency is not about never failing, it's about never quitting. As Nelson Mandela said, I never lose. I either win or learn. Here's why most people fail at consistency. We expect results too fast. You go to the gym for a week and don't see abs. You study for a month and don't top the exam. You work on your passion project and don't see money coming in. So you quit. But remember this quote from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson: success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. We rely only on motivation. Motivation is like fire, it burns bright, but it fades fast. If you depend only on motivation, you will fail. What you need is discipline and habits. We underestimate small actions. We think only big efforts matter. But listen carefully. Small daily actions compound into massive results over time. That's the secret of consistency. Let me tell you the emotional side of consistency. Every time you quit on your goals, you're not just delaying success, you're breaking trust with yourself. And once you lose trust in yourself, it becomes harder to believe you can achieve anything. But when you stay consistent, even in small things, you rebuild that trust. You prove to yourself, I can do this. I keep my word. That's powerful. That's how confidence is born. Not from big achievements, but from keeping small promises to yourself every single day. Now let's get very practical. How can you stay consistent, even when life gets hard? Here are 5 powerful steps. Step 1. Define your why. Ask yourself, why does this goal matter to me? If your reason isn't strong enough, you won't last long. A weak why leads to quitting. A strong why leads to discipline. Step 2. Start ridiculously small. Want to read more? Start with 1 page a day. Want to exercise? Start with 5 push-ups. Why? Because success is built on momentum. Tiny wins create energy, and energy creates bigger wins. Step 3. Create an environment that helps you. Remove distractions. Put your phone in another room while studying. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Don't rely on willpower, rely on systems. Step 4. Use the 2-day rule. Never miss twice. Missing 1 day is fine. Missing 2 days in a row, that's where habits die. Protect your streak. Step 5. Reward yourself. Celebrate small progress. Give yourself credit for showing up. Success is not about reaching the top, it's about not quitting along the way. Let's look at some real-life legends. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. But he stayed consistent with practice. Today, he's called the greatest basketball player of all time. He once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Stephen King, the world-famous author, had his first book rejected 30 times. He threw it in the trash. His wife pulled it out, and told him to keep going. He stayed consistent, and today his books have sold over 350 million copies. Mahatma Gandhi didn't free India overnight. It was decades of consistent nonviolent resistance. His life is proof that consistent actions, no matter how small, can move nations. Close your eyes for a second, and imagine this. If you start today, if you just stay consistent for 1 year, where could you be? Healthier, smarter, closer to your dreams. And now, imagine the opposite. If you keep quitting, where will you be in 1 year? Still stuck, still dreaming, still wondering, what if? Consistency is the difference between the person you are and the person you want to become. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit, said by Aristotle. My friend, consistency is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about waking up and showing up every single day, no matter what. So promise yourself, today no more quitting halfway. No more waiting for motivation. No more giving up when things get tough. Because consistency will take you where motivation cannot. Remember, dreams don't work unless you do, said by John C. Maxwell. Stay consistent, stay unshakable, and watch your life transform. Do you know what separates winners from dreamers? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's one word: consistency. Every dream you ever had, every goal you ever wanted, it's all waiting for you, on the other side of consistent action. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that will prove to you that consistency is more powerful than motivation, more powerful than talent, and more powerful than luck. By the end of this video, you'll understand why small, repeated actions can change your entire destiny. Let me take you back to the story of a man who changed the world not overnight, but through years of consistent effort. His name, Thomas Edison. When Edison was working on inventing the light bulb, he failed not once, not twice, but more than 1,000 times. When asked about his failures, Edison said something that became legendary: "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Think about that: 10,000 failed attempts. Most of us give up after 10 tries. Some of us give up after just 1 or 2. But Edison stayed consistent, and because of that, the entire world today lives in the light. Now here's the truth: consistency isn't about intensity, it's about repetition. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Even when motivation is gone. Because motivation may get you started, but consistency is what gets you results. Let's be real, consistency is hard. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, entertainment, negativity around us, it all pulls us away from our goals. And when results don't come fast, we feel like quitting. But listen carefully, consistency is not about perfection. It's about persistence. Great author James Clear, the writer of Atomic Habits, said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." What does that mean? It means success doesn't depend on how big your dream is. It depends on the small daily actions you repeat every single day. That's what consistency is. So stop asking, how fast will I get results? Instead ask, how long can I stay consistent? Let me share another story. Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest footballers in history. Do you know what his childhood coach once said? He wasn't the most talented kid. There were others better than him. But while others went home after practice, Ronaldo stayed. He trained more. He practiced the same move again and again, until it became muscle memory. And today, he says, talent without working hard is nothing. That's the secret of consistency. It transforms ordinary people into extraordinary legends. Consistency isn't glamorous. It's boring. It's waking up early, training when you're tired, studying when you don't feel like it, showing up every single day when nobody is watching. But years later, the world will call you an overnight success. Inspiring quotes. Listen to these words. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. Tony Robbins. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Abraham Lincoln. These are not just quotes, they are truths. And if you live by them, you'll never be the same again. So, my friend, ask yourself today, are you willing to stay consistent? Are you willing to take small steps every day, even when nobody claps for you, even when no one notices? Because that's how greatness is built. Consistency is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Don't just watch this video and get inspired, take action today. Even the smallest step, done consistently, will change your future. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear this message right now. And don't forget to subscribe, because your journey to success starts here, with consistent action.